Market Manager Dodi Wheeler and vendor with Steller Apiaries, Jessica Steller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's an apiary?
Apiary is the term for where you house your bees.
You've got bees.
So a bee yard.
He has
I'll show you this. You're not going to believe this. I was stung by a bee.
Oh no.
Look at this.
Oh, well, you
What is
got
that?
your...
bee sting.
Do you have anything for this?
I do. I don't have anything on me,
Yeah,
but if
I
you
got
come
stung
down
by a
to the
bee
farmer's market-
recently, so.
Yeah.
But I do love bees.
How did you get into bees?
My husband and I got into beekeeping about 17 or so years ago. He came back from the Army and had a little bit of interest in like home brewing, making wine and mead, which is a honey wine. And we thought, what better way to get into that than to keep our own bees?
That's cool.
So, but now we've kind of come a complete 180 as far as the education and everything that we do with beekeeping.
Now, being a vendor at the farmer's market, what do you sell? Bees?
No, we sell honey primarily, and then we sell some beeswax. We make a furniture polish with our beeswax, and then we do a lot of woodworking as well.
Dodi, this is an example of one of the unusual vendors that you have at the farmer's market this year.
It is, but Jessica's a good representation of how all of our vendors, when you go to them, they're not just there to sell, they're actually there to educate. She is absolutely, she has a plethora of information about her product, about the background, and it extends to community, the things that they do, and it's the case with a lot of our vendors.
It's interesting you mentioned that. 'Cause I remember the last time I was there, the maple syrup guy, he went on and on
He can
about,
tell you all about it.
yeah, and the olive oil guy. So
Absolutely.
are you working with these folks like Jessica to get people engaged with it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's when they come, it's not just, like I said, a money-making avenue. They're each actually providing a service to our community. If you don't know anything about honey and the way it's produced, the way it's collected, you can learn about that while you're there. Same thing with the maple syrup, same thing with microgreens, with mushrooms, with where your meat came from. You know, we talked about grass-fed, grass-finished beef last time. You can learn so much about your food. It's not just a purchase.
Yeah, especially when you have your kids down there too. Great
Absolutely.
Way to,
It's
have
such
some
a
fun
connection.
learning.
It's such a connection that you make with the producers.
Tell us a little bit about the vibe of the farmers market recently. Tell us how it is down there.
I think it's a wonderful place. It's really inclusive. It's very welcoming. It's very informative. It's very, kind of like a happy, laid-back place. My kids come to the market with me now that school's out, and they, talk about what they do. My kids help pick the berries that our bees pollinate that we turn into like syrups and jams. But the other vendors are incredibly welcoming and warm. They're always willing to have a conversation, talk to you about what they sell, talk to you about what they're doing. Dodi, I think, has had a massive impact on the overall kind of like vibe and ambiance of the market. She reached out to us. This is our second year being vendors, and we've been so happy with how it's grown from last year to this year. But, she sought us out particularly looking for local vendors for things to provide people to the community.
That's great.
You guys started the bee program at Dahlem, right?
Yes, yeah, we started that honestly all the way back in 2010. I was pregnant with my first daughter, and she's 13 now, going on 14. And so we introduced the beekeeping program there through a couple of educational outlets. We ran that for a few years, and then we've had a couple of other wonderful keepers step up and keep it available throughout the community, which is equally wonderful.
Are your children on staff?
They are. They
Yeah.
don't do as much of the nitty-gritty in the beekeeping, but they help clean out the hives. They go to the markets. They actually do a lot of our woodworking as well. Another component of our farm is Steller and Daughters Custom Works and Custom Crafts. So there's our oldest daughter branding some of the cutting boards that they're physically working on, and those are available for sale at the market.
The children's market is coming up. I'm excited for this.
It is. It's actually a month from today.
Okay.
There's about a dozen spaces left. There's a link
Okay.
on our Facebook page and our Instagram if you want to join into that. It's kind of the opportunity to be a little bit of history. We're hoping to bring those kids in and make those entrepreneurs more a part of our market every year, and possibly twice a year if it's successful.
Who do you have coming in? Do you already?
No,
type
I don't have that list,
Yeah.
but we're about 3/4 of the way full.
Really?
But it's
Wow.
completely run by kids. Parents
That's cool.
aren't allowed to be involved at all. They set it up. They do the money
Great.
transactions, the productions, everything.
Kids are easier to buy from too, so they'll
They
probably
are.
do
They
well,
sure
right?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, my kids are excellent salespeople,
Yeah.
and I dare say they edge me out just a little bit on bringing
It's
people
like having
in.
a puppy with you.
Right? Absolutely.
That's
Which
really
one
why we
time-
sought her out. Because she had smart kids.
Yeah.
That's really why we sought her out.
Remember we went to the children's market Queens, and all the kids are selling like
The
wrist-
stress balls,
stress
and
balls,
That's right. I don't know
bracelets.
what you're going
Yep.
to find.
slime.
Yep.
Yeah, there'll probably be a slime station.
I'm sure there will
I'm
be.
sure there will
I
be.
hope so.
So kids, they'll love coming because there will be things that they are interested in.
Kids to do, made for kids and by kids.
Right.
Not that they wouldn't be interested in honey or bees.
It is delicious.
Yes.
Right.
And you use honey for more than just food.
I mean, yeah, we have used it in other lotions and soaps and things like that. Again, we've brewed it in mead. Agma Brewing downtown, their honey tongued ale features our honey, and my husband has done all the woodworking in the brewery as well.
Oh, wow.
So there's just another wonderful local component of other, local businesses branching out and working together.
Dodi, what's going on this weekend at the market?
This weekend, we've got over 30 vendors on Friday.
Wow.
Actually, the Downtown Development Authority has a scavenger hunt, I believe Beth probably talked about, to where we're participating in that. You go down to cruise night tonight, you pick up your entry card, and you go around to local businesses for the next couple months. And in August, they're going to have a drawing for Lions tickets. So we're participating in that during our business hours on Fridays and Saturdays, 9 to 2. So
Not
you
your
come down.
not your family's Lions tickets. You guys got rid of those right before they became good again,
I
right?
probably shouldn't talk about that. We probably shouldn't talk about that.
Now you're wearing a Stefanik Farms shirt.
I am.
Yeah.
I am their employee. I'm really excited because they were selected to go to the market at the state capitol. It only happens 3 times a summer on the front lawn in Lansing. It's about a $300 application fee.
Wow.
It's about a 20-page application, and they only take 62 vendors from around the state. And
Wow.
Stefanik Farms was accepted to go there, and I pretty much begged them.
Yeah.
I'll volunteer if I can go with you. They were gracious enough to say yes, and so I got a T-shirt, and they're not available. So
I'm sure they'll be glad to have you.
Mr. Bill Stefanik
Yes.
is kind of mad at me because he doesn't even have one.
Wow.
So
Well, he has
But
a
that's just a
JTV
perk.
mug. Have you noticed he has a
he
JTV mug at
does.
the market?
He does.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'm excited about that for them and to be part of that.
Well, we're so excited to see the growth and the success of the Grand River Farmers Market and to see vendors like you guys. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks so much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Jessica Steller, one of the vendors at Grand River Farmers Market with Steller Apiaries, and the market manager, Dodi Wheeler. More of the morning show after this.